Hi YouTube, Fitzy Fading here. I'm creating my very first video for YouTube, and I hope it can help somebody, or at least somebody finds it enjoyable. I am going to go through a gastric sleeve procedure, and decided that I wanted to document the whole process for myself and for my kids to see too once they get older. And that way they can see just how dedicated I am to getting healthy and being in their life for the long haul. I'm currently 35 years old. I live in Texas, and it's hot, hot, hot. I'm sitting actually outside the grocery store right now. My 15-month-old is asleep in the back of the car, so I decided this was a good time to get started. I have already been going to some appointments, and so let me fill you in on all of that. I decided to go through True Results here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They have like 50,000 commercials, but one of the things that they're really good about is helping you when insurance doesn't want to pay for anything, and my insurance does not pay for gastric surgeries. So I'm using them in hopes that they can find a way to get insurance to help. So far I've had my initial consultation. They did my weight, they did a couple of measurements, they told me the price, and I left. And I went home, I talked to my husband, told him everything that happened, thought about it. He told me to wait. I decided I didn't want to wait. Called him back, went for the second part of what, had I had said yes right then and there, I would have gone to the second part. So I went and did the second part. And they did some blood work, they did a metabolism test, they did an EKG, I think that's what it was. I'm trying to remember if they did anything else. They did a few more measurements and things like that, and talked to me about the procedures, and told me that they'd be in contact with me after the results of all my tests. At that point, I was the highest that I have been my entire life. I was 307 pounds, and that really scares me. I haven't been on the scale in a long time because what's the point? It's not going to be good. So I decided not to weigh myself in quite a while, and to see that 3, that sealed the deal right there. That meant I had to do this for myself, and for my girls. They need their mom. So I left there waiting to hear, and it took a couple of weeks before they called me back and told me that I have been medically cleared. And so they sent me all the information that I needed for 2 things. I have to have a endoscopy done to check for a hiatal hernia, which could be causing all the heartburn that I've been having. And then the information for the surgery itself. I got to choose between 2 different doctors. I ended up choosing Dr. Nicholson to do my surgery. He is in the Dallas-Plano area, and so they sent me his pre-op instructions as well. I have 3 things scheduled already. On the 24th of July, I'm having the endoscopy done. I have had one before, and I remember not being able to talk afterwards. Hopefully this one's not as bad. And then on August 13th, I will have my first meeting with Dr. Nicholson himself, just to go over the procedure and all of that. And then August 17th, just the very next Monday, I go and I have the sleeve. And I'm so ready. I have to start my 2-week liquid diet, 1200 calorie diet, pre-op diet, whatever you want to call it, starting on August the 3rd. So I've been given all that information. I've kind of already started trying to get my mind ready for that and for after surgery. So I can't really just stop eating altogether, but I'm trying to eat less, and I am trying to get rid of sodas in my diet now instead of later. Excuse me. A little bit about my history. I have not always been on the heavier side. I've actually was very, very skinny all the way up until my junior year of high school, to the point that the doctor told me that I was underweight and I needed to put on weight. And my senior year of high school, I put on weight and I put it on fast. And my mom was very worried about my thyroid, so we tested that out, and that wasn't the cause, and nothing really had changed. I was still playing sports, I was still eating the same, I was at home still, so it wasn't like I had like that whole freshman 15 in college. So we weren't really certain what was causing the rapid weight gain. And looking back now, I mean, I'll give anything to be that size again, because I wasn't necessarily fat. It's just that I had put on weight compared to just the year prior. Of course, I went to college and eating not so great and staying up late and just a normal college freshman year kind of craziness. Added a few more pounds. Met my husband the second semester of my freshman year, and he's not totally fit. He needs to lose some weight too, so we didn't help each other in that aspect. And then after we got married and we decided that we wanted to try for children, it was not an easy road. We went through 9 years of infertility, using just about every single procedure there is. We did Clomid, we did injectable medication, we did insemination, and we did in vitro. Lots and lots and lots of hormones, lots and lots of sadness, stress, and the weight just kept adding on. In January of 2011, without any infertility treatments, without using anything at all, we were finally blessed with our very first daughter, who was born September of 2011. It was great. It was everything that I ever thought it would be, and I am so blessed. We have been blessed one more time, also without any help from infertility treatments, and our second daughter was born in April of 2014. She's currently 15 months old, and it's time. We're done having kids, don't want any more kids, blessed to have the two we have, and it's time for me to take care of myself. One of the things that I hope that my girls will understand is that I'm not doing this so that I look good in a bathing suit or that I get hit on by guys. I'm not doing this for anybody else but for myself and for my girls. My husband will, obviously enjoy a better looking wife. Yes, I'll enjoy looking nicer in clothes, but this is for me, and this is for me to be here for my girls. It has nothing to do with just, looks and all that. I've never been one that's very vain. The way you're seeing me now, this is how I am. I don't wear makeup. I don't fix my hair. I'm not a girly girl. I just need to see the me that's inside. Staring at myself right now, I still can't believe that this is me, because the me I see in my brain does not match the me I see in the mirror, and I need to fix that. The turning point, the final straw, whatever you want to call it, that made me go and start this process was earlier this summer. I was working. I'm in IT, and we were getting some computers set up, and I reached down behind a desk to grab a cord, and my larger stomach pushed the desk back towards the wall, and I was caught. My arm was stuck behind the desk, pushed up against the wall. My belly was keeping it pushed up against the wall, and I couldn't free myself. It took another coworker finding me and helping me get out. And I called my husband, and I told him I had to do something, and I had to do something right then. And I made a phone call the very next day. So, yeah, it was sad, embarrassing, and everything, but I guess you had to have a turning point at some point. Something has to be, what causes you to make this change. I know that the gastric sleeve is not a cure. I've never wanted it to be a cure. I just need help. I need to feel full. I need to feel full quicker. And I need to see a more dramatic change. I've done diets, and you lose 5 pounds in 4 weeks. It's kind of hard to stay motivated when you're not losing very much. I've tried exercise, and kids kind of put a damper on that, because I am the only person that takes them to and from my mom every day when I work, and I'm already dropping them off at 6 o'clock in the morning. Can't drop them off earlier than that, and my mom needs me to pick them up as soon as I get off work, so I'm gonna have to figure out something for exercise at home once the girls are in bed. So that's my journey right now. I don't really expect anybody really to watch these, but if so, hi, come along for the journey. I'll update on occasion. I don't really have much going on, but as I see things to say, then I'll definitely update. And once I have the surgery, I plan on updating every week at least, if not a little bit more. So stick around and watch me fade. See you later, YouTube.